Hello, everyone. Welcome to Slow English Practice. I'm so happy you're here today. This is a special lesson on the inspiring life story of Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India. We'll go through his journey step by step, from a small boy selling tea to one of the world's most famous leaders. But first, let's talk about how to practice English with this video. My channel is all about teaching English slowly and clearly. Today, I want you to shadow my voice. What does shadow mean? It means to repeat after me, like an echo. Say the words exactly as I say them. Copy my pronunciation, my speed, and my tone. This helps you improve your speaking skills, fluency, and confidence. Okay, if you like this kind of practice, please subscribe to Slow English Practice and hit the bell for more lessons. Now, let's begin the story. As of October 30th, 2025, Narendra Modi is still the Prime Minister of India, leading the country with big plans for the future. This story is about hard work, dreams, and never giving up. Repeat after me. This is an inspiring story. Let's start with his early life. Narendra Damodardas Modi was born on September 17, 1950. That's over 75 years ago. He was born in a small town called Vadnagar, in the state of Gujarat, India. Shadow this. He was born in Vadnagar, Gujarat. What was India like back then? India had just become independent from British rule in 1947, only 3 years before Modi's birth. The country was young and facing many challenges, like poverty and building a new nation. Vocabulary word: independent means free from control by others. Repeat. India became independent in 1947. Modi's family was very poor. They belonged to the Ganchi community, which is a group of people who traditionally worked with oil or groceries. In India, there is something called the caste system. It's an old social structure where people are divided into groups based on family background. The Ganchi community was considered a lower caste, which meant they faced discrimination and fewer opportunities. His father was Damodar Das Mulchand Modi. He ran a small tea stall near the railway station. A tea stall is like a tiny shop where people sell hot tea and snacks. In India, tea is very popular. It's called chai and made with milk, sugar, and spices. His mother, Hiraben Modi, was a hardworking housewife who did chores like washing clothes and cooking for the family. Vocabulary practice: chores are daily tasks at home. Repeat. She did household chores. The Modi family lived in a very simple house. It was made of mud, with just one story, no upstairs. There was no electricity, so they used lamps or candles at night. No running water, so they had to fetch water from a well or river. And no proper furniture, maybe just mats on the floor to sit and sleep. Imagine living like that. Reflection. Think about your home. How is it different? Say in English, my home has electricity and running water. There were 6 children in the family, and Narendra was the 3rd child. With so many kids and little money, life was tough. They often struggled to have enough food for everyone. Sometimes meals were simple, like roti, flatbread, and vegetables. No fancy treats. Shadow, life was tough for the family. From a very young age, just 6 or 7 years old, Narendra understood the value of hard work. What does value mean here? It means importance. He saw his father wake up before sunrise every day to prepare tea. The father would boil water over a fire, add tea leaves, milk, and sugar, then sell it to people at the station. Let's practice describing it. His father ran a tea stall. Repeat slowly. Little Narendra would help too. He woke up at 4 a.m. That's very early when it's still dark. He would start the fire, help boil the water, and then carry hot tea in small clay cups to the train passengers. Clay cups are made from earth and are cheap and eco-friendly. He ran around the platform, serving tired travelers who were waiting for trains. Imagine the scene: noisy trains, people chatting, the smell of tea. Shadow: he served tea to passengers. Sometimes, Narendra had to walk barefoot because the family couldn't afford shoes. Even in the cold winter months, when the ground was freezing, he did his job without complaining. In summer, the hot sun made it hard too, but this taught him resilience. That's the ability to keep going despite difficulties. Vocabulary: resilient means strong in tough times. Repeat: he learned resilience. Here's something interesting. Narendra was not ashamed of selling tea. Ashamed means feeling bad or embarrassed. Instead, he saw it as a chance to learn. While serving tea, he listened to the passengers talk. They discussed news from around the world, politics, which is about government and leaders, and stories of great people. This opened his mind to bigger ideas. Practice: he listened to conversations. One day, he heard someone talk about Swami Vivekananda. Who was Swami Vivekananda? He was a famous Indian monk and thinker from the 1800s. He traveled to America and spoke about Indian spirituality and yoga. He taught ideas like self-discipline, courage, and helping others. This story changed Narendra's life forever. He wanted to be like that, strong and wise. Shadow the name: Swami Vivekananda. Say it 3 times. Now, let's talk about his school days. Even though he was poor, Narendra was curious and eager to learn. Curious means wanting to know more. He studied at Vadnagar Primary School, a simple government school with basic classrooms. His teachers noticed he was special. He wasn't always the best in math or science, but he had extraordinary confidence. Extraordinary means amazing or unusual. Repeat: he had extraordinary confidence. Narendra loved participating in activities outside class. He joined debates. That's when people argue ideas politely. He gave speeches in front of crowds, and he acted in school plays, like theater performances. Even at a young age, he spoke with energy and passion. People would stop and listen. Grammar tip: use loved for past likes. Shadow: he loved debates and speeches. One memorable day, when he was 8 years old, his school organized a play. Narendra had a small role, but when he spoke his lines, everyone was amazed. His voice was loud and clear. His expressions, like facial movements, were strong. The audience thought, "This boy is born to be a leader." Teachers encouraged him to keep practicing. Reflection: have you ever spoken in public? Say, "I once gave a speech about." Unlike other kids who played games all day, young Narendra spent hours in the local library. Libraries in small towns were simple, maybe a room with old books. He read about history, kings, wars, and freedom fighters. He read about great leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, who led India's independence, and spiritual masters who taught peace and inner strength. Vocabulary: spiritual means related to the soul or mind. Repeat: he read spiritual books. Unlike other kids who played games all day, young Narendra spent hours in the local library. Libraries in small towns were simple, maybe a room with old books. He read about history, kings, wars, and freedom fighters. He read about great leaders like Mahatma Gandhi, who led India's independence, and spiritual masters who taught peace and inner strength. Vocabulary: spiritual means related to the soul or mind. Repeat: he read spiritual books. Swami Vivekananda's teachings influenced him deeply. Vivekananda said things like, "Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached." This meant, get up, be alert, and keep working until you succeed. By age 12, Narendra started meditating, sitting quietly to calm the mind. He thought about life's meaning. Why are we here? How can I help others? His dream wasn't money or fame. It was to serve people and his country. Practice quoting, "Arise, awake, and stop not." Repeat twice. As he grew into a teenager, Narendra became more adventurous. At age 17, he did something shocking. He left home without telling his parents. No money, no plan, just a backpack and curiosity. Why? He wanted to discover the world and himself. In India, this is like a spiritual journey called sannyas or wandering. Shadow. He left home at 17. He traveled across India by train, bus, or walking. He visited the Himalayas, tall, snowy mountains in the north. He met monks who lived in ashrams. He talked to scholars, smart people who study books, and social workers who helped the poor. These experiences taught him about different cultures, religions, and problems in India. Vocabulary. Ashram is a place for spiritual learning. Repeat, he met monks in ashrams. After 2 years, he returned home, but he was changed. No longer just a boy. He had a vision, a clear idea of what he wanted, a dream to change India for the better. He had fire in his heart, passion and determination. Reflection. What would you do if you left home for adventure? Say in English. Next, let's discuss his marriage. In Indian culture, especially in the past, parents often arranged marriages for their children. This means families choose the bride or groom based on compatibility, not love at first. When Narendra was 18, his parents arranged his marriage to a girl named Jashodaben. She was from a simple family, quiet and traditional. Explain. Arranged marriage is planned by families. Shadow, it was an arranged marriage. The wedding was a traditional Hindu ceremony. Imagine colorful clothes, flowers, music, rituals like walking around a fire 7 times, blessings from elders, and big family celebrations with food and dancing. It was joyful, but Narendra's mind was elsewhere. Vocabulary. Rituals are special actions in ceremonies. Repeat. The wedding had many rituals. However, Narendra was not ready for married life. He had decided his path was different, to dedicate himself to society and the nation, not a family. So very soon after the wedding, he left and never lived with his wife. They remained legally married but separated. This was a bold decision. In India, family is very important, so some people criticized him for it. Others admired his sacrifice for a bigger purpose. Grammar. Use was for past. Shadow. It was a bold decision. Narendra believed that to be a great leader, he needed to give up personal relationships. He focused on his goals. This choice showed his strong will. Reflection. What sacrifices have you made for your dreams? Think and say. After this, Narendra joined the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, or RSS. What is RSS? It's a Hindu nationalist organization founded in 1925. It trains young people in discipline, physical fitness, leadership, and service to the nation. It's like a volunteer group with camps and daily meetings. Shadow the acronym RSS. His first jobs in RSS were humble, not glamorous at all. He swept floors, served tea, again, and cleaned offices. But he never complained. He knew leaders start from the bottom. This built his character. Slowly, he got more responsibilities. Vocabulary, humble, means simple and not proud. Repeat. His jobs were humble. He organized meetings where people discussed national issues. He recruited new members, convinced young people to join. and he managed events like parades or cultural programs. One of his strengths was public speaking. Whenever he gave a speech, people listened intently. His confidence, strong voice, and powerful words made him stand out. Practice. He gave inspiring speeches. RSS leaders noticed his talent and gave him bigger roles. He traveled all over India, from villages to cities. He met farmers struggling with crops, poor people in slums, and students in schools. He listened to their problems: lack of water, bad roads, unemployment. This taught him how to connect with ordinary people. Reflection. How do leaders connect with people? Say your idea. He also learned practical skills: how to organize political campaigns, like rallies with banners and speeches, how to handle criticism when people disagree, and how to face opposition. The RSS time was like a training school for future politics. He was preparing for something huge. In 1975, a major event shook India: the emergency. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi declared it, saying the country was in danger. What happened? Opposition leaders were arrested, newspapers were censored, controlled, and protests were banned. It was like a temporary dictatorship. Freedom was limited for 21 months. Vocabulary. Censored means information is hidden. Shadow. Newspapers were censored. Many RSS members were jailed. Narendra Modi went underground. He hid to avoid arrest. He lived in disguise, wearing different clothes like a Sikh turban or beard, using fake names. He moved from place to place, staying with friends secretly. Imagine the danger. Practice. He lived in disguise. During this time, he worked bravely. He printed and distributed secret pamphlets about democracy and rights. He helped jailed leaders communicate with the outside. He even helped some escape police. This period tested his courage and smarts. He learned to be fearless. Reflection. What would you do in a crisis? Say in English. The emergency ended in 1977 after elections. Indira Gandhi lost power. Modi emerged as a hero in political circles. His name was now known for bravery. This boosted his reputation. After nearly 15 years in RSS, Modi was assigned to the Bharatiya Janata Party, or BJP. BJP is a political party focused on Hindu values, development, and nationalism. At that time, it was small and struggling, but Modi brought fresh energy. Shadow, he joined BJP. He started organizing big events, rallies with thousands of people, campaigns to spread party ideas. He planned speeches that attracted crowds. One key success was in 1995 when BJP won state elections in Gujarat. This was Modi's first big political win. It showed his organizing skills. Then, in 2001, something unexpected happened. Gujarat's chief minister, Keshubhai Patel, resigned due to health. The party needed a replacement. They chose Narendra Modi, even though he had no prior government experience. People doubted, can a former tea seller run a state? Vocabulary. Resigned means quit a job. Repeat. The chief minister resigned. But Modi proved them wrong. As chief minister, leader of the state government, he focused on development. He built better roads, connecting villages to cities. He improved electricity supply, so farms and homes had power 24/7. He attracted businesses and industries, creating jobs. Gujarat started growing fast economically. Practice. Gujarat grew rapidly. People began calling him a development-oriented leader. He introduced programs like Vibrant Gujarat, a big summit where companies from around the world invested in the state. This brought money and technology. Modi became famous for his efficient style, quick decisions, no corruption tolerance. But his journey had challenges. In 2002, just months after becoming chief minister, Gujarat faced one of its worst tragedies: communal riots. It started when a train carrying Hindu pilgrims was set on fire in Godhra, killing many. In response, violence broke out between Hindu and Muslim communities. Over 1,000 people died, mostly Muslims. The state was in chaos for days. Explain. Riots are violent disturbances. Shadow. There were riots in 2002. Modi was heavily criticized. Some said he didn't act fast enough to stop the violence. Others accused the government of bias. International media reported it widely, and Modi faced bans from some countries like the US for years. It was a dark chapter that haunted his career. Many thought it was the end. Reflection. How do leaders handle crises? Think. But Modi didn't give up. He focused on rebuilding. He helped victims with aid, rebuilt homes, and promoted peace. He shifted attention to economic growth. Slowly, Gujarat became one of India's top states. High GDP, better schools, more factories. Investments poured in from companies like Tata and Ford. People saw the transformation and forgave the past. Modi stayed determined. In September 2013, BJP declared him the candidate. The battle began. He launched the biggest campaign ever, traveled to hundreds of cities and villages, gave thousands of speeches, used social media, Twitter, Facebook, to connect with youth. His team created slogans like "Ab ki baar Modi Sarkar," this time Modi's government. Practice slogan, "Ab ki baar Modi Sarkar," say it with energy. What made him popular? He was a common man, not from a rich dynasty like some leaders. His message: good governance, economic growth, jobs for all, end corruption. People believed him. By election day, India wanted change. On May 16, 2014, results shocked the world. BJP won 282 seats, a clear majority, first in 30 years. Congress suffered a huge defeat. Narendra Modi won big. On May 26th, he took oath as India's 14th Prime Minister. From tea seller to PM, an incredible rise. Becoming PM was just the start. India had problems: corruption in government, slow economy with few jobs, poor infrastructure like bad roads and no toilets in villages, terrorism threats. Modi promised change. Vocabulary: infrastructure means basic facilities. Repeat: poor infrastructure. His first initiatives, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, opened bank accounts for millions of poor people so they could save money safely. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, a cleanliness drive to build toilets and clean streets. He even picked up a broom himself. Digital India promoted intranet and online services for government work. Make in India invited companies to manufacture in India, creating jobs. In 2016, a bold move: demonetization. He banned 500 and 1,000 rupee notes overnight. 86% of cash. Goal: fight black money, illegal cash, corruption, fake currency. People queued at banks to exchange notes. It caused short-term hardship, but long-term, it pushed digital payments. Mixed results, but showed his risk-taking. By 2019, Modi's popularity was high. After Pulwama terror attack, India did Balakot airstrikes on terrorist camps in Pakistan. This boosted his strong leader image. In 2019 elections, BJP won 303 seats, even more. He started second term. 2020, COVID-19 pandemic hit. India locked down nationwide, one of the strictest. Factories shut, people stayed home. Modi pushed vaccine development. India made Covaxin and Covishield, vaccinated billions, provided free food grains to poor, helped economy recover. There were criticisms, but India emerged stronger. In 2024 elections, BJP and allies won again. Modi began third term, one of the longest-serving PMs. As of October 30th, 2025, he's 75 and still active. Recent events: addressed Maritime Leaders Conclave in Mumbai on October 29th, visiting Gujarat on 3031 for projects. He aims for $5 trillion economy, better education, health, military, space, like Chandrayaan missions. Update practice. He is still Prime Minister in 2025. Modi's lifestyle is simple, despite power. Wakes at 4 a.m., does yoga, physical poses for health, and meditation for 30 to 45 minutes. Reads spiritual books, newspapers, government reports. Works 16 to 18 hours daily, no holidays, even on festivals. Eats vegetarian. Simple dal, rice, veggies, drinks warm water. No junk food. No family life. Dedicated to India. Uses tech. Social media king. Over 100 million followers on X, Twitter. 92 million on Instagram. 50 million on Facebook. Nearly 27 million on YouTube. Shares updates, speeches, connects directly. Modi is a master speaker. His speeches are emotional, inspiring. Examples: 2014 victory speech. This is new hope for India. Millions watched. Independence Day at Red Fort 2014. Talked women's safety. Corruption end. 2019 victory. India as global superpower. COVID address 2020. Stay united, we will win. G20 Summit 2023. Global peace, climate. Practice, quote, stay united. He's traveled to over 60 countries. Key visits: US, met Obama, Trump, Biden. Addressed Congress with ovations. Russia, with Putin, strengthened ties. Japan, with Abe, economic deals. China, peace talks with Xi. UAE, Saudi, received highest awards. UN, speeches on terrorism, development. Boosted India's global image. Vocabulary: ovation means loud clapping. Repeat, standing ovation. Why successful? Visionary thinking. Plans decades ahead. Bold decisions like strikes, reforms. Hard work. Sleeps 3 to 4 hours. Communication. Connects with all. Patriotism. India first. In 2025, still building. Highways, railways, airports. Strengthening military. Space. ISRO. Successes. Improving education. Health tech. His influence lasts. People admire him deeply. Some built temples, worship as godlike for changing lives. He's a brand, influences elections, markets, policies. 3 reasons famous. 1. Rags to riches, tea seller to leader of 1.4 billion. 2. Leadership, transformed India globally. 3. Charisma, inspiring speeches. Lessons, past doesn't define future. No money, no connections, but dream big, work hard, discipline, never give up. If he can, you can. Thank you very much for watching this video. Kindly like, subscribe, and share my video.